Hi everyone. I want to give the speech that I gave Friday night at the all-staff party. It's important for me and for TASC to recognize all the hard work that everybody did this past year. Especially we're giving special honors to people who have been here for 5 years and 10 years, which we did Friday night as well. So I'm going to unfortunately have to read this, but it's just because I don't want to forget to say anything, so bear with me. But I first, the other night, thanked Carla Murcia, who is the activities coordinator, because she worked very hard on the event Friday night. It was wonderful, but she's worked hard all year round, doing a number of our events. She's raised a significant amount of money for TASC. She's made businesses that much more aware of TASC than they've ever been. So I, again, want to thank Carla Murcia. I also want to thank the day program staff. You guys have worked very hard all year, which has resulted in significant increases in the number of days consumers are at the day program. Our enrollment is much higher. Families and consumers have been impressed by TASC during their tours. Staff have followed up with regional center counselors to get consumers to TASC as soon as possible. The attendance has been much greater. Consumers love coming every day. The day program is focused on smaller classes and community outings, which have made a real difference in consumers' satisfaction and success. This, of course, has all led to increased income. So thanks very much to all the day program staff for all that you've done this year. All of this starts from the direction being given by the day program director, Chris Bellis. Chris is extremely well liked and respected by the staff as well as the consumers. He handles everything from daily consumer issues, staff concerns, some pretty difficult families and regional center counselors, not to mention dealing with facility issues in a not-so-accommodating church. Chris has made a real difference in the day program, and I need him to know just how much I appreciate it. The ILS and SLS staff have been wonderful. They've done a great job all year long, not only providing the instruction and support that we're authorized to do, but they go way beyond, dealing with everything from late-night trips to hospitals, making funeral arrangements, dealing with extremely challenging consumers, which I'm sure you're all aware of. And they've done much, much more. It takes some pretty special people to do the things that you guys do. Like the day program staff, you guys have done everything you could to increase our revenue, keeping the consumers happy and not wanting to change programs. When consumers are happy, then regional center counselors are happy, and then likely to send new consumers to TASC as a result. So thanks to all of the ILS and SLS program staff, including the supervisors, for everything that you do. But I have to also give a great deal of credit to the director of these programs, Dennis Rutnam. Dennis is someone who generally doesn't like to take much credit for things, but he works so hard every single day doing whatever is necessary for the success of his programs and for TASC, coming up with ways to get consumers what they need and want, working directly with instructors to make them feel supported, working with regional center counselors, supervisors, and administrative staff, making sure that they get everything they need for authorizations and referrals. While he has been the director of the ILS and SLS programs, the revenues for those programs has almost tripled, which is a remarkable feat. We all owe Dennis a great deal of gratitude for these things, and a zillion other things he does for TASC. Lastly, I want to talk to you about probably what everybody here is feeling, and that is, if everybody's doing so well, increasing revenues and making TASC strong, when can we expect to get increases in our pay? The short answer is, I hope very soon. It's something the administrative staff talk about and examine nearly every week. But you also have to know that after all the great work that everybody did this past year, TASC basically broke even. After a 3% cut this past year, and now an additional 1.25% cut this year, totaling 4.25% less from the regional center, our revenues have been reduced. This was after 8 years of a rate freeze. Our rent at the corporate office and the day program went up 5% this past year, and will be going up another 5% in January. Our health benefits are going up over 9% this coming year. And every time we add consumers, our expenses go up to pay for everything necessary to provide services to them. But all that being said, we received 2 grants this last year, which I believe will increase our revenues, and that's also going to lead to new grants this year. Once you get a grant or 2 from respectable foundations, other foundations will see us as credible and likely to give us more grants. All of that will lead to more revenues. We're looking to consolidate our programs into one new building, thereby hopefully reducing our monthly rent. Our reputation with the regional center has continued to be very strong, leading us to more referrals and more authorizations. As a result of this growth, this leads to more responsibilities for TASC staff. One thing we've done the last few years has been to elevate staff to higher positions, giving them greater responsibilities, but at the same time being able to give them an increase in their rate of pay. We will be doing more of that this year. I talk a lot to executive directors who are frustrated by the fact that they've had to freeze wages for a very long time. But I believe we're going to be different. We are doing everything possible to reduce our expenses without impacting our consumers and our programming. And all of us are working hard to increase revenues from all of our programs. As a result of all of that, I believe that TASC is going to be able to increase rates of pay in hopefully a short time. I have to tell you, TASC has faced these things for the last 23 years, and we've always come through them stronger and more financially secure. And I am confident that we will do that again this year. But I also need you all to know that I understand just how difficult it is to pay expenses which keep going up with income that stays flat. And the fact that all of you have hung in there with us means so much to me. I promise you that we are going to do everything possible to recognize your hard work and your loyalty to TASC and our consumers in a way that's going to help you through these hard times. Thank you very much.